Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
Should not boo the officials.
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
And should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
All night in McAllen ISD. The sun is setting here at DQ Fan Field, and we're about set to play some football here tonight between the McAllen High Bulldogs taking on the high-flying Mission Eagles. And how do you do? I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna, and coming to you from DQ Fan Field, where it's a district clash between two teams that are still alive for the playoff chase. Only 2 weeks to go in the regular season, and then the playoff picture will come into focus. And how do you do? And Mario, how do you see this game turning out tonight? What are your keys?
Well, last week I thought Mission was out of it, but they came here at the stadium and did a good job. They're still alive, and you know, the Eagles love to pass, so that's going to be a big key. Can the Bulldog defense stop the pass? And who's going to be able to run on offense, the ball? That's going to be important. And, of course, at the end of the day, I think a game like this, special teams is going to be very, very important.
Oh, yes, and yeah, you mentioned the Eagles, their passing game. They rely on the pass mostly, and about 2/3 of their offense generated through that. And then the kicking game, we've seen how important that can be with some recent terrific special teams play last week for Mac High. Let's check in now on our player profile. And earlier this week, we were able to check in over at Mac High. And let's check in with the player profile.
Hi, my name is Pablo De La Rosa, and I play safety for the McAllen Bulldogs.
Step with the fake. He's going to throw it in. Picked off at the 20.
I started playing football when I was in 8th grade, and I sort of fell in love with it, and now I'm here today. My favorite part of game days is just going out and being able to be outside with my teammates and then being able to go on the field and have fun with my teammates. My role as a safety is obviously play run first. If I have a run coming my side, I force it back to the other 10 dudes on the field and make sure that we get the ball. If there's no run, I play pass and drop into my coverage and try to get interceptions. When I got my pick six versus Edcouch, it was like they did a fake field goal, right? And I just intercepted her.
And a touchdown! Another special team score from the Bulldogs tonight. This time Pablo De La Rosa with the intercept and the 80-yard run back for Pater.
The biggest thing I've learned from being on this team is the discipline aspect, being a better person in the classroom, at home, and definitely on the field. The plans for the team going forward is hopefully we make playoffs, we go deep into the playoffs, and let's just make a big playoff run. After high school, I plan to Texas A&M and a major in finance.
Yeah, Pablo De La Rosa has 33 tackles this year, a couple of sacks, an interception, a fumble recovery. He's a man who's always on top of the football. Let's check in with our players to watch for tonight. And looking at the Mission Eagles, how about their quarterback, Alejandro Cano? He has 1,600 yards passing, completes about 65% of his passes, and has 14 touchdown passes this season. The Eagles will look for big things from him here tonight. And then over on the McAllen side, we have running back Hunter Morley, their leading rusher with over 700 yards through 8 games, averaging about 9 yards a carry, has 6 touchdowns, including a longest run of 65 yards. He can also catch it out of the backfield. And let's check in on our starters for tonight for the McAllen Bulldogs. Here you see the Bulldogs coming out now. They're about to play the alma mater. Here's our starters. McCoy Woltoff is the quarterback with 17 touchdown passes this year. We've seen Morley, Cinco Jones as a receiver, and Joaquin Alvarez, Talant Garcia also at wideout, and Eden Maldonado, who had a touchdown at his last game 2 weeks ago at tight end. Offensive line, Brian Bazan, Andrew Saldana, Diego Villegas, Matthew Guetta, and Adam Gonzalez. Couple of sophomores there. Defensive line, Mason Briones, Fletcher Frisbee, Sam Heffley, and then with 4 sacks to lead the team, Cash Frisbee. Linebackers include Oliver Schwartz and Hayden Helgeson, who gets the start tonight. And then our secondary be Aiden Ayala, Elijah Schwartz, Riley Owsley. Owsley is second leading tackler on the team behind the Oliver Schwartz, Pablo De La Rosa, and David Mercado at corner. And then our officials for tonight's game, I have a 7-man crew. And there they are, Mario.
And they were here a couple of weeks ago. They did a great job, led by referee Eddie Ramos. The others are Jose Cavazos, Orlando Zamora, Jaime Cerda, Rodolfo Garcia, Ray Espinosa, and Guillermo Infante.
Right, a good crew there, all set for tonight's game. And they're about to have the national anthem here in just a moment as they finish up the McAllen alma mater. This is a long historic rivalry. Goes back to the 1920s, I believe, the Mission Eagles and the McAllen Bulldogs. For years and years, they've been neighbors and competed at all levels of football. You see the Mission Eagles will be wearing the white with maroon here tonight. McAllen will be in the purple and gold with white pants. And now our color guard coming out for our national anthem. There's our color guard Corps of Cadets. It's a 5-person crew. Led by Kayla Bujanos, carrying the U.S. flag. And then we've got a trio from the McAllen Choir who will be singing the national anthem, and Peyton Steinbrunner, Leah Sorensen, and Ashley Gonzalez.
Look at those nice jackets, Mark.
Yeah, nice Letterman jackets. Under the direction of Mr. Walter Shira at McAllen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
Very well done by those young ladies there, the Mac High Choir. And we're about ready to play some football. Well, Mac High comes in 5-3 overall. They're 3-2 in the district, winners of 2 straight games. Mission 3-5 overall, 2-3 in the district, but they are catching fire here late. They've won 2 straight. So both teams coming in on a 2-game win streak. And of course, it's Mission who needs to probably win out, don't they, Mario?
Absolutely, they have to win out. And one thing Mission has to be worried about is a couple of weeks ago when Mac High played Palmview. At that time, it was a big game, but they came out. That was the best first half I've maybe ever seen in this facility here. It was unbelievable. They scored 40-something points against Palmview. It was just an incredible performance. And then last week, they had another high-scoring game. So Mission has to be careful not to allow the Bulldogs to just start barking so fast and making things happen.
Yeah, and for Mac High, if they get a win tonight, they all but clinch a playoff spot. 4 district victories will usually be enough to get you in, but Mac High knows that last year 4 victories wasn't enough. They lost out on a tiebreaker, but this year they look to be in a better position as they have beaten Palmview, the team they lost out on that tiebreaker to last year, and then beat Rio Grande City. And 2 of their best games they played all year, as you mentioned, Mario, beating Palmview 52-0 and Rio Grande City 55-7. And then Mac High, after playing Mission tonight, will finish up against Nicky Rowe next week. And Nicky Rowe also in the hunt of that playoff chase. In fact, just to review the standings for you in District 16 5A Division 1, you've got Memorial in front at 5-0. Vela of Edinburgh is in second at 4-1. And then you've got 3 teams tied for 3rd place in Mac High, Rowe, and Palmview, all at 3-2. Mission is 2-3 in 6th place at the moment. So they're going to have to leapfrog some teams if they're going to finish in the top 4. And they would most assuredly need to win their last 2. They've got Mac High tonight, and then they'll finish up against La Jolla Juarez Lincoln next week. So there the Eagles have run out onto the field. Waiting for the Mac High Bulldogs have just run out there as well, and we're about ready to play some football as soon as we have the coin toss.
Can you believe how fast this season has progressed, Mark? Week 10, I believe. One more week on the calendar, and then the playoffs begin. It has been a season that has gone very fast.
They always seem to go fast, don't they? Once we get into late October, early November. That's when you either played yourself into a playoff contention or you haven't. Now you can see Finn Henderson, number 6 there in the lower part of your screen. Finn Henderson not in the lineup tonight. Could possibly play, but not in the starting lineup. And there's your captains, and Oliver Schwartz, the team's leading tackler. Finn Henderson, Pablo De La Rosa is on our player profile. Quarterback McCoy
welcome to week 10.
Center Diego Villegas, and then defensive end Cash Frisbee.
Getting back to Finn Henderson, anytime you don't have that weapon on the field, you do lose a pretty good percentage of your offensive output.
And there's Coach Patrick Shelby in his 7th year as head coach of the Bulldogs, looking to get them back into the playoffs after they missed last year. They went back in 2023 and hoping to make it back there again. Mission was in the playoffs last year, but they have a new head coach this year in Jody Cantu in his first year. And Mission started off kind of rough, losing to Veterans Memorial.
Elected to defer to the second half. The Eagles had elected to receive and defend the north goal. Gentlemen, shake hands and good luck.
All right, so Mission's going to receive in the first half, Mac High in the second half. Mission started off with a loss to their crosstown rival, Mission Veterans Memorial. Then they beat Weslaco East, then lost 4 in a row to Sherryland, Edinburgh Vela, McAllen Memorial, and Palmview. And then they've rebounded with victories over Rio Grande City and Nicky Rowe the last 2 weeks. They beat the Rattlers 48-14, and then narrowly beat the Rowe Warriors 36-30 last week.
That was a very exciting game that we had the privilege of calling. Went back and forth.
There we see the Thursday night lights, just as bright as the Friday night lights here at DQ Fan Field. You still see a lot of pink out there, so we're still in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And I don't want to jinx the weather, Mark, but we've had excellent weather all year. No rain, no too cold days. Perfect weather for football.
Yeah, this week, just a couple of days ago, kind of I won't call it a cold front, but a cool front came through. And it's been nice weather. There's Jared Castro standing back at his own 10-yard line, ready to receive. Castro, a dangerous weapon for this Eagles team. Cash Cáceres will kick it off. And we're underway here at DQ Fan Field. This is going to go high and deep, and out of the back of the end zone, it'll be a touchback for the Eagles.
That goes down as a good special teams play because there's no big yardage gain. So that forces the Eagles to start under 25-yard line.
Buckeye cheerleaders under the direction of Coach Cassandra Clemens. They've got the sweaters on tonight, so it is a little chilly out there. And here's our first play from scrimmage. It's going to be a handoff. This is James Delgado, their top rusher. Carries it for about 4 yards before they blow that dead, about the 29-yard line.
And that's James Delgado, came into this game as a leading rusher. You only see 367 yards, Mark, but last week, probably his best game of the year, he's very difficult to stop.
He has 5 touchdowns this year. He's alone in the backfield. Man in motion, Eli Alvarado, and this is blown dead.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot remains. Second down.
So 2nd and 6 becomes 2nd and about 11 now. They're going to call it 2nd and 10, and they hand this off. Looks like Delgado once more gets 2, maybe 3 yards before the Mackay defense forces him back. Elijah Schwartz and his brother Oliver in there on that stop, along with the defensive tackle Sam Heffley.
And that's been the story of the year for the defense for the Bulldogs. They will tackle, gang tackle. Usually, look at that play right there. You have about 5 or 6 Bulldogs.
And here's a back to live action as Eli Alvarado catches a pass out on the side and is able to pick up a first down there on 3rd down.
And that's no surprise, Mark. Eli Alvarado coming into this game with 40 receptions. He is a prime target, but they do have 3 other good receivers. Here we go.
And here they run it quickly on 1st down, get it up to the 43-yard line. After they'd gotten a first down at the 38, 10-yard pickup by Alvarado on that previous play, and then a short run for 5.
And they're ready to go again. Hurry up offense after that nice 5-yard gain.
Oliver Schwartz on the tackle. Now back to action. 2nd and 5. Another short pass completed. That's Alvarado again. He came in as the team's leading receiver with 40 catches, 437 yards, averaging about 11 yards a catch.
And that's something that looks real promising for the Eagles. They're starting off hot right away.
Yeah, picked up 9 yards there. And now here's a big run here across the 40-yard line into Bulldog territory. That's a run by Richard Acevedo. Came in with just over 300 yards rushing.
And the Eagles in a hurry-up offense. They're mixing it up, throwing and running.
And back to live action as they hand this off and pick up from the 35, a couple yards to about the 33.
You know, when you have a team that can pass, and it opens up your running attack, but as a linebacker on defense, you kind of like, as you look at Schwartz looking in, you kind of start wondering, what are they going to do? Are they going to run or are they going to pass?
And here they go on 2nd down and 7 complete. Alvarado, his 3rd catch, and he's going to be tripped up close to the first down marker, but still about 2 yards short. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
Alvarado finding some success on the little short patterns is because they have a lot of respect for him and they're playing soft. They're allowing him to catch the short passes, but they are gaining some pretty good yardage. That's why now they're in a 3rd and 2 situation. I would assume being at the 28 mark, I would assume they're thinking already 2 down territory.
Saw a shot of the mascot with our superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, a moment ago. 3rd down and 2. Acevedo crosses through, has the first down. All the way to the 25-yard line, got 3 yards. And that's the 3rd first down on this opening drive here for Mission.
And that's a pretty impressive drive so far for the Eagles. It also keeps the high-potent Mackay offense on the sidelines. They can't score when they're on the sidelines.
There's another look at it there. Acevedo's run for first down. Now back to live action. We're going to hand this off and run it up to about the 23, gain of just 2.
And all football coaches will tell you, Mark, that that first play from scrimmage, if you can gain 4 yards, you're sitting pretty, but anytime you get only 2, it kind of throws your offense out because now you might have to put it up in the air.
2nd down and 8. Acevedo hit in the backfield, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of a yard here. And this will bring up 3rd and long. They've had a couple of 3rd and shorts, but now 3rd and long. Mason Briones, defensive end, in there on that stop along with some teammates.
And because it was 2nd and 9, Mark, I thought they were going to put it in the air. That was a surprise to me because they've had success already in the passing attack. All the passes have been completed so far.
Yeah, they're 3 for 3, Cano is, for 24 yards. 3rd and 9. It's going to play action, throw this over the middle. It's caught at the 10, and it's going to be a touchdown for Santiago Gonzalez of Mission. Perfect pass by Cano. His 15th touchdown pass of the year, and Gonzalez has put Mission on the board.
And now you know why I was saying that I wanted to see the ball in the air. Because, I mean, you're 3 for 3. You've had success. So far, Mackay has not been able to defend the pass. And pass number 4, touchdown. Real nice pass by Alejandro Cano.
And here's the extra point try. And that is up, and it is good. And so Mission leads 7-0 here early with 8:28 to go here in the first quarter. And we're going to take a break. Mission on top, 7-0. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back here on Football Night in McAllen ISD. Here's the kickoff. And the ball is live, bouncing around, finally goes out of bounds. It had been touched in bounds, so it won't be a penalty, but it's going to be Mackay ball at the 24-yard line. That one was a little bit of a bullet dodge by Mackay. That ball landed.
They got lucky. The Eagles didn't recover, and especially lucky because of the way how the Eagles looked on that first possession, Mark. So it goes back to a key to our game, Mark. We talked about big key was, can you stop the Eagle passing attack? And so far, no success for the Bulldogs.
Eagles scoring drive, 12 plays, 75 yards, took 3.5 minutes. Here's Mackay's first possession. Garcia in motion, and this quarterback, Woltoff, is going to keep this around the right side and picks up 2 yards.
And the good news is that the Bulldog offense in the last 2 games has scored 100 points. So there's no panic for sure. They've been clicking pretty good under the leadership of Woltoff.
Picked up 2, it'd be 2nd down and 8. 3 receivers to the left. Ball comes loose in the backfield. Woltoff has it though and overthrows Cinco Jones, the intended receiver. But that could have been worse there for Mackay to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, it could have been a fumble, but Woltoff did a good job of recovering the ball, rolling out and avoiding a sack. Once he got outside the hash marks, he basically, I think on his mind, he was thinking, throw the ball away.
So 3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Shotgun snap, Woltoff with time, now it's blown dead. Catch by Santiago Gonzalez a moment ago. It's his 4th touchdown of the year.
Number 12, offense.
Penalty against the
5-yard penalty for the
Bulldogs.
previous spot. Remains.
Puts him 5
Third down.
yards back. I think we're going to see the touchdown on the replay, Mark. Here it is. Look at this beautiful pass. Right on the money.
Yeah, great lead by Cano to hit Santiago in stride. So 3rd down and 13 now for the Bulldogs if they move 5 yards back to their own 22-yard line. Waltoff looking to throw. Fires, and this is caught up near the 35 by Joaquin Alvarez. And I think it'll be enough for a first down. Alvarez came in with 15 catches for 250 yards.
That's a huge first down, Mark. And nice pass by Waltoff throwing against his throwing motion. Right on the money. Good pattern right there at the first down mark.
Yeah, needed 13 yards and got it. So first down, Garcia in motion. Here's Morley with his first carry. Is hit in the backfield. Now breaks a tackle and is across the 40 up to about the 42-yard line.
Hunter Morley, Mark, he'll get you those tough yards. It didn't look like he was going to get anything, but he's just too strong of a running back. Came in here as a leading rusher with 721 yards.
And Morley deceptively strong. 2nd down and 3 now. 3 receivers to the right. Garcia comes in motion. Waltoff now being chased and has to get rid of it. His protection broke down, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
So far, Waltoff with 2 incomplete passes, Mark, that will go down as incompletions, but they're big plays anyway, regardless. He avoided another sack, and more importantly, he did not throw the ball into an interception.
So 3rd down and 3.
Timeout. Eagles.
So timeout called on the field with 6 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mackay facing a 3rd and 3 when we return. 7th mission. High schoolers and middle schoolers are invited to McAllen ISD's College Night on Monday, November 3rd. Parents also welcome. About 100 institutions plus branches of the armed forces will have booths on hand for you to visit, ask questions, and help you build your future. Health vaccines are available too. McAllen ISD College Night, Monday, November 3rd, 6 to 8 p.m. at McAllen High School Gym. Third down and 3 here for Mackay. Timeout was called by Mission. So they saw something they didn't like. And the Bulldogs will go out of the shotgun with a spread formation. Morley will move to the left side of Waltoff and go out into the pattern. This is complete to Morley. Morley picks up the first down and is up near the 49-yard line. So the Bulldogs convert again and move the sticks.
Mike, you got to be impressed with that as the Bulldogs are hurrying up now to the offensive line. That pass had to be right where it needed to be, a lead pass. Good job by Morley hanging on to it. First down, Bulldogs.
They picked up 7 yards. Here on first down at the Bulldog 49. This is the tight end, Maldonado. And look at Maldonado go deep into Mission territory. Another first down. He's down near the 25-yard line.
And I don't know if we'll go back to the replay, Mark. It almost looked like Maldonado almost started a little bit too early. Like he knew he was going to get the pass. But we couldn't see it. But another good pass by Waltoff. The passes on when receivers are running sideways, those are not easy passes.
That's 26-yard completion there to Eden Maldonado. Came in averaging about almost 13 yards a carry. Here's Waltoff on first down from the 25, throwing deep, and this is incomplete.
Got to be a penalty, Mark. Got to be a penalty.
Don't see a flag anywhere on Joaquin Alvarez, who's the
There it
intended
is,
receiver. And
right
there's
there.
a flag, comes down very late.
Remember, I have an official, Mark.
You do.
It has to be a little bit of holding because the ball was too far overthrown.
Yeah, hold can be called before the ball is released. Once the ball is in the air, it becomes interference. That might be what they're discussing.
Holding. Defense, number 14. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
You know, when you start thinking, how would Woltov be able to overthrow his receiver by 10 yards, and you start thinking, there's a replay right there, Mark. I think there's a holding right there. Great job by our camera people.
Able to pick that up as the defender kind of used the left hand to grab the waistband of Alvarez, and that'll be a first down at the 15-yard line. And here's Morley. Morley has a lead blocker and then goes down at about the 13-yard line after a gain of 2.
Morley real patient, trying to find a hole. It just didn't develop. But getting back to that camera angle, Mark, I will tell you, officials in the Rio Grande Valley that come to this stadium, they love coming here because of all the camera angles that allows them to go review the games to make themselves better. Good response by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Mission had a 12-play, 75-yard drive for their touchdown. And Mackay started also at their own 25, now inside the 15, second down and 8. Play action, Woltov toward the end zone, caught, touchdown! Cinco Jones catches his third TD pass of the year, and the Bulldogs 1 point away from tying it up.
And nothing fancy about that, Mark. It's just all about running your nice post pattern by Cinco Jones. And then you let McCoy Woltov do his thing. He put that ball right at the number.
And here's the extra point by Cash Gossidas. It is up and good, and we are tied at 7-7. 13-yard completion to Cinco Jones, who has caught it similar to the Mission touchdown. He had a man running an inside route and made the catch and spread it in for the touchdown. We're tied at 7. Time now for the Smile Cam. Lots to smile about so far. We've seen heroics from both teams.
Lots of purple in there, for sure. Gives me a chance to send a shout out to student trainer at Mackay, Valerie Campos, a senior. Mark, her mom said, please send her a shout out on behalf of the little sister, Ellie, and her mom, Yvette. They're so proud that their daughter is out there trying to protect the safety of the Mackay Bulldog football players. Good job, Valerie Campos.
All right. Good to hear that. It's Jared Castro back to receive about his own 7-yard line. Gossidas will kick it off. This might go into the end zone again. It does. It'll be another touchback. Eagles will get it at the 25-yard line. Well, the Bulldogs scoring drive went 9 plays, 75 yards, took 3:36 off the clock. Had 2 third down conversions. And Cinco Jones with a 13-yard catch for the touchdown. And that's Woltov's 18th touchdown pass of the season. Nice. See another look at it there.
Good hands by Cinco Jones. You know, Finn Henderson is not in the game right now, so Cinco Jones and Alvarez, the other receiver, they need to come through, and so far they have.
So Eagles with the ball, first down at their own 25. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And here's a little flip pass. This is Shelby Sital, one of their top receivers. Picks up maybe a couple. This Mackay seemed ready for that.
Sital is, you got to account for him on every play, Mark. You remember he scored that big touchdown, the last touchdown. I think they put the Eagles ahead last week.
And here they're going to run this one on second down. It looks like Acevedo. He gets to the 29. Going to bring up third down.
This is exactly what you want when you're in defense at 3rd and 6.
And on 3rd and 6, they'll throw the pass. This is caught. That's Jared Castro. And enough for the first down. All the way up to the 40. They pick up 11 yards.
No surprise the Eagles still having a success on the passing attack. They got 4 good receivers. Castro came into this game with 23 receptions.
Eagles now 4 for 4 on third down as they give it to Acevedo again. Crosses the 40 up to about the 42. And it'll be second down.
So far, the Bulldogs, I mean, they have given up some yardage on runs, but that's where they have had some good stops. But back to the key to the game, Mark. Stop the Eagle passing attack. And so far, they haven't. What is Cano so far for him?
Well, he's completed every pass. He's 6 for 6 for 60 yards.
That's a huge first quarter so far.
Schwartz might be blitzing. He is coming through, and they blow it dead. Flag is down.
Illegal snap. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains. Second down.
Look at the intensity of that official right there, Mark. Like he's reporting. I wonder what he's watching. I guess he's watching us up here.
Could be. 5-yard penalty. Move it back to the 37th. It's the third penalty on mission. Still here in the first quarter. And here's Cano trying to set up the screen. It says complete to Delgado, and Delgado with a lot of space runs all the way to Bulldog territory to about the 38. Late flag comes in at the end of the play.
Probably going to be a sportsmanlike conduct. You're going to add up some yards, but that's a beautiful play call, Mark. You got all your receivers spread out. You're expecting passes to the outside, which the Eagles so far have been having success. And they sneak up a little well-designed screen pass to your running back that sometimes you lose them in all the mix. Nice play.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 17. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So here's where the defense for the Bulldogs, who has had some pretty good games on defense, you have to remember they held when they played Edinburgh Vela. Was it them, Mark? No, that wasn't them. But they've had success in the last 2 games. They haven't allowed a lot of points, a lot of yardage, but they're having problems here with the Eagle offense.
They've given up just 7 points in their last 2 games, Bulldogs have. They had held Edinburgh Vela to just 10 points in that game, but lost by 3. And here on a first down after a Bulldog face mask, Delgado is pulled down for a loss of yardage by the Rover, Riley Owsley. Owsley came in with 75 tackles, a second on the team, and cost the Eagles 2 yards there.
You know, Owsley is going to make his name known because he always comes through when you need a big play, and he got it there. Expect him to be in the first team defensive unit in district play.
Owsley and Oliver Schwartz have had terrific years. Pablo De La Rosa also. Here's Delgado again, and he's going to lose yardage for the second play in a row. It's a Bulldog defense effectively stringing that out. It's going to bring up third and long.
De La Rosa coming into this game with 33 total tackles, 13 solo tackles, and he did a good job because he was getting blocked, but his determination got that tackle. Now 3rd and 13. Because of the success of the passing game, let's see if the Bulldogs can come up with a stop here.
Let's see, Lady Mac, one of the Bulldog mascots there. The child, 2 men in the backfield here with Cano on 3rd down and 13. He's going to launch this one toward the end zone and incomplete, intended for Sital. And a good coverage on the play there by the Mackay cornerback, Aiden Ayala.
And what made that play not work for the first incompletion of the game for the Eagles, Mark, is that the pressure that came in right there, number 48, came in right away, and he put on some pressure, and that forced a quick pass.
Mason Briones.
By Briones. We're having a field goal.
All right, so field goal unit is out there. This will be a 44-yard attempt. High snap, kick is on its way. Is it long enough? And it's good. 44-yard field goal. Well kicked there by Angel Lieva. And the Eagles go up by a score of 10-7 here with just under 2 minutes to play in quarter number 1. So the Eagles able to salvage some points there and have the lead back 10-7 here in the first quarter. So we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow,
creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
working together.
Together,
we do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And we're back here. Mission Eagles convert on a 44-yard field goal by Lieva and lead 10-7 now. They've scored on each of their 2 possessions. See what Mackay can do. And here is Joaquin. And look at him go. Look at him take off. Alvarez down the 40. Now at the 30. Stays in bounds. And finally at the end, another shove. And I think they're going to say he stepped out.
Ouch.
Further back. But oh my goodness, what an amazing run by Joaquin Alvarez.
That was a great run, Mark. But they got him out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So far, we did talk about key to the game, Mark, as we look at the replay. We talk about special teams, a 44-yard field goal followed by this beautiful run back by Alvarez, giving the Bulldogs a short field at the 25-yard line.
So first down at the 25. The coaching booth is next to us. They were looking over our shoulders at the replay, just as you were seeing it. Here's Morley on the carry. And right around the 25, Morley steps very close to that out-of-bounds line. Not quite sure if part of his foot actually stepped out.
It was tight.
Still an amazing return of about 65 yards. Pickup of 3 there by Morley. 2nd and 7 now. For the Mission 22, and here's Woltoff under pressure, gets it off to Morley, and Morley able to fight his way up close to a first down. It's brought down by the cornerback Ezra Cuadros.
I feel sorry for any defender that has to a one-on-one. They have to get a tackle on Hunter Morley because he can go around you, but if he can't, look what he does after he catches it. He lowers his helmet and his shoulder down, and then the spin, he got an additional 2 to 3 yards right there. First down.
Yep, got exactly 7 yards that he needed for the first. Bulldogs with 6 first downs here in this first quarter. 3 receivers to the left. Last 30 seconds of the quarter, and here's Morley in trouble, and Morley is going to lose big yardage. Terrific defensive play there by Jonathan Cater. Came in with 71 tackles, linebacker. Second on the team behind his teammate Jose Sanchez, who came in with 72.
Cater can take the lead there on the most tackles. Now you know why Cater is a very important defender, and especially what makes that play. It was a loss of
7 yards.
7 yards. Wow, it's almost like a sack.
Yeah, so 2nd and 17 facing the Bulldogs as the first quarter comes to an end, and it's Mission 10, Mackay 7 after the first quarter. An exciting one. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. See the Bulldog cheerleaders enjoying what they've seen so far, keeping the fan spirits up. 10-7 our score.
Pretty nice game. I have another shout out I've been wanting to do all year, and this is to my nephew and niece John and Ashley and little Jolie, my niece. But the big shout out goes to my nephew Mark. His name is Landon. He plays with Porter. He's a sophomore starter center. Mark, he plays in the same district with Angleton and LaPorte. They're ranked number 4 and 7 in the state.
All right, second down and 17 for the Bulldogs. Waltoff with time is able to hit his man. That's Maldonado. Maldonado is able to pick up good yardage up close to the 10-yard line. They need to get to the 5 for a first down. Better bring up third down.
And this offense, remember we saw the McAllen Bulldog offense early in the year, and it happens early in the year. They were struggling with little things not happening, but boy, ever since that Palmview game, they are looking pretty good on offense. And Woltoff is very sharp with his passes.
Now facing a 3rd and 11 now. Well in field goal range, trying to get more. Waltoff with time, toward the end zone, man open, caught, and it's a touchdown. Cinco Jones again. Cinco Jones with 2 touchdown catches, and Mackay is in front.
Another super nice pass by Woltoff. Mark, if we take a look at the replay, he waited patiently for Cinco Jones to break to the post, and then he threw it when it was time to throw. He didn't rush it. That's what makes that pass so special.
Here's the extra point try by Cáceres, and that is good. So it's a 14-10 lead now for Mackay with 11:47 to go in the first half. 14-10, Mackay in front. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And we're back. Here's another look at the touchdown. Second of the game by Cinco Jones. You see Jones lined up wide to the right.
Take a look at Woltoff. See, he didn't throw it right away. He waited.
Yeah, waited for him to uncover.
And I guarantee you a defensive coordinator with admissions not happy because that's a second touchdown. Second touchdown that they've gotten basically the same play. I think my nephew is going to get mad at me because I said he was a sophomore, but he's really a junior. So my bad. So, but he's only 5'10", 260, Mark. And he says that he's playing against some of those kids from LaPorte and Angleton, that they're only like 6'3", 300-pounders.
Ooh, my goodness. And here's the kickoff, fielded at the 2. It's Castro on the return across the 20, has room, slices across the 30 up to about the 35-yard line, and the Eagles will have excellent field position here. Well, Mackay, that scoring drive, remember there was a 65-yard kickoff return. So we take a look at the replay to Castro. And for Mackay, they had a 65-yard return by Joaquin Alvarez that helped set up that 5-play, 75-yard scoring drive. Or excuse me, 25-yard scoring drive.
And the previous kickoffs, Mark, it went into the end zone, so the Eagles got the ball at the 25, but this one didn't go into the end zone, so they started at the 35.
And here they get this off to Castro, it looks like. Actually, it's Delgado. And Delgado takes it up to the 38-yard line, a gain of 3.
The other, Schwartz, also a good defender. He came in there, number 17, came into this game with 32 total tackles. And Shorts, not only do you defend the pass, you also have to come up and get some tackles.
And Cano is going to fire a bullet, and this is caught. A broken tackle and a first down here for Mission. They get down into Bulldog territory. And a good catch and run by Santiago Gonzalez, who caught their touchdown earlier in the first quarter.
You know, all these routes you have to defend against, that's what makes the Eagles tough offense right now to stop. But it also starts at the offensive line. They are giving enough protection to Cano.
Eagles with 7 first downs now. That's Acevedo. Bottled up at the 40, loss of a yard.
Oliver Schwartz came in there on the tackle, and also Marco Palacios, a sophomore.
Eagles over 100 yards passing now, and Cano flares this one out to the right side. This is caught by Alvarado. Alvarado with at least his 5th catch and gets it to the 34-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Lasha Schwartz got in there in that tackle.
Four for 5 on 3rd down. And this is caught for a first down by Sital. And he'll move the sticks to the 25-yard line in Bulldog territory with a gain of 9.
And because of his performance last week, Sital is getting a lot of self-coverage on defense because they know he has a lot of speed. So you'll allow the short passes, but not the long ones.
1st and 10. They're going to give this to Acevedo. Cuts inside at the 20, up to about the 16-yard line. And a gain of 9 on the play.
So far, this Eagle offense, they came to play, Mark. They are sharp. And it's all about that passing game that's making it very difficult for the Bulldog defense.
He was able to cut inside of Owsley, and then the tackle made by Alex Corpus. Now Cano in 2nd down and 2. Has time. Going to throw toward the end zone. Man is open, and it's caught. And a touchdown. Touchdown for the Eagles. And Eli Alvarado with his 3rd TD catch of the year. Puts the Eagles in front.
Can you believe that pass by Cano, Mark? And then Alvarado doing a great job of making sure that he kept at least 1 foot inbounds for the touchdown. Eagle offense looking very impressive so far.
And here's the extra point try by Lieva, and that is up and good. And the Eagles now lead it 17-14 with 9:34 to play in the first half. So Alvarado with a 16-yard catch for the score. Mission in front once again. We'll be right back.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000
and benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back. Mark May here with Mario Reyna, the rest of our MITV award-winning crew. 9:34 to go in the first half. We're getting a lot of fireworks. We've seen 2 touchdowns by each team. And Mission in the lead right now, 17-14. Lieva with the kick. Bulldogs at the 16-yard line. This looks like Joaquin Alvarez again at that 65-yard return. The previous one, this one all the way up to the 39-yard line. So his average is going to skyrocket after tonight.
Hey, Mark, I have a big announcement for you, a big result in the volleyball playoffs. The Mackay Lady Bulldogs won 3-0 over Brownsville Rivera. Congratulations.
Wow. That's a by-district championship.
Look at
another
that.
Look at the touchdown.
That footwork you usually only see in college and in the NFL, Mark. So the Lady Bulldogs were playing against the Rivera ladies, and Rivera had only lost one game all year, Mark.
Oh, wow. Big win there for Mackay Lady Bulldogs. By district champs.
The other thing that makes that victory big for Coach Portillo is the fact that they came out in 4th place in this district, and the Rivera team was undefeated in district play, 1st place. So congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs. They advanced to the 2nd round. Maybe some of those girls will come out here and our camera specialist can catch them and show them on the screen.
And 3-yard run there for Morley a moment ago. We're going to give him credit for 4, so 2nd and 6. Waltoff, the throw is high and incomplete, intended for, looks like Delan Garcia. And Garcia, a hybrid player, can play tight end or wide out. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It did look like he was open ball, a little slightly overthrown. Waltoff hasn't done that all night.
Bulldogs 3 for 3 on 3rd down.
Important for the Bulldogs offense to stay on the field for a little while, especially how the Eagle offense is clicking so far.
Eagles go to rush 4. Waltoff with time. Deep down the right sideline, and this is caught. Great catch there. And that is Cinco Jones, who's having a huge night. 2 touchdowns already and a terrific over-the-shoulder catch all the way down to the 32-yard line.
Wow, Mark, we have back-to-back fabulous catches here by the Eagles and here by the Bulldogs. Cinco Jones, a great pass by Waltoff.
25 yards, and here's Waltoff calling his own number. Cuts outside. Nobody there. Inside the 5 and out of bounds at the 1.
Too bad. That was such a good run. He deserved a touchdown, Mark. But we saw this the last game. Remember when he did a great fake? He has that knack of giving great fakes and all of a sudden keeping the ball. Let's check out this play before. I don't know if we're going to see the footwork. But
yeah, that's the 25-yard catch by
nice
Cinco Jones.
Very nice footwork.
And then Waltoff had a 31-yard run there a moment ago.
Hunter time.
And here is the handoff. That's Cole Morley, the younger brother of Hunter. And he carries it to about the 2. Actually, a loss of a yard.
This guy's going to be something else. I think he's just a freshman.
Yeah, just a freshman. Has 40 yards on the varsity this year.
And we've seen him run. He does a good job. There's a reason why he's on the varsity just as a freshman.
It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. They've got the Morley brothers flanking Waltoff right now, who wants to throw into the end zone, and incomplete, intended for Jones. No flags on the play. It'll be 3rd down and goal.
And the Eagle defense that time, they were ready for Cinco Jones. I mean, he's already has 2 touchdowns on that post play. That time, they defended it very well, as you saw. He tried to fake, but the defender did not go for the fake. I don't know if you're going to go up the middle with Hunter, Morley on back-to-back plays. We'll see.
3rd and goal, and they'll give this a sweep to the right side, cutting in, and it's a touchdown. An end around there to Joaquin Alvarez, and the Bulldogs are back in front.
See, Mark, if I would have been the linebacker, I would have gone for that fake up the middle. Nobody expected that, so Morley was more of a decoy, and a good play call right there by offensive coordinator Philip Romero.
7-play, 60-yard drive. And here's the extra point try. Garcia is the holder. Cassidy to kick. And kick is up and away, and it's good. And we'll go to the fan cam as the Bulldogs lead at 21-17. 3 lead changes and 1 tie we've already had here in the first half. And welcome back here. Mark May with Mario Reyna. 21-17 our score. Want to give a shout out to a long distance Bulldog. Graduated from Mackay back in 1986. His name is Mr. Muskagi. He's watching us from Tokyo, Japan. He's a foreign exchange student at Mackay back in the 1980s, and glad he still has that Bulldog spirit. He's watching the Bulldogs right now in an exciting tilt with Mission. Saw that return there by Santiago Gonzalez up to the spot at the 21-yard line. Bulldog scoring drive, 7 plays, 60 yards. And Alvarez with the 2-yard run to put the Bulldogs in front. Here come the Mission Eagles. 7.5 to play here in the first half. Eagles still have 2 timeouts. Here's another look at the touchdown. You can see the Morley brothers went straight ahead, and Alvarez came around the right side to get in. Now back to live action, and Mission's going to hand this off. It's bottled up at the line of scrimmage, actually a loss of a yard. That was Acevedo on the carry.
So far, it's been a game of offense. Mark, we haven't had any punts, have we?
No punts yet.
And it looks like the Bulldogs are finding a way to at least stop the run. But they have struggled with the passing attack. They haven't been able to put pressure on the quarterback. And all these routes, all those good receivers the Eagles have, they've been finding open holes on the defensive side. And be careful with Sidal. He is quite the good receiver.
Second down, 11. Cano to throw, looking right, going left. And this is caught. That's Alvarado breaking a tackle and still fighting about the 25-yard line before he's forced back. And they'll give him progress to the 26. And it'll bring up third down.
And so far, the Bulldog defense, the safeties and the defensive backs, they're allowing the short passes because you got to respect the Eagle receivers that have very good speed. So it makes it a 3rd and 5 as we have a timeout.
Yeah, David Mercado and Oliver Schwartz in there on that tackle. We've got an official's timeout right now. And a 3rd down and 5 facing the Mission Eagles. And we'll go ahead and take a break, step away. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half. And it's the Bulldogs up by 4. We'll be right back. McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And we're back here on McAllen ISD's YouTube channel, where every week you can catch the home games of Mackay, McAllen Memorial, and McAllen Nicky Rowe. In fact, we'll have a game tomorrow night. It'll be Rowe versus Memorial on Halloween. We'll have a special surprise in store for you on our telecast.
Oh, it's a must-watch telecast. It was a lot of fun last year, so I think I know what to expect, Mark.
3rd down and 5. Cano with time. Hits his man. This is going to be a first down for Mission. That's Castro with the catch. And Mission will move the chains. Well, at the 33s, they pick up 7. Cano now over 150 yards passing.
And what defense is going to be able to stop that offense?
Yeah, Mission now 6 for 7 on 3rd down.
That's what I was going to say. They have an incredible percentage of success on those 3rd downs. And Cano getting more confident by each play.
Halfway through the second quarter, handoff. This picks up maybe a yard. And bring up 2nd and long here for Mission. See Coach Shelby in his 7th year
trying to figure out what he can do for his defense to try to stop that passing attack.
It was a 1-yard gain.
I would assume that sooner or later you're going to get more of a blitz package. Get Cano out of his comfort zone. Do you have his stats, Mark, for his passing attack so far?
Cano is, having a great night. 13 of 14 for
Wow.
151 yards, 2 touchdowns. And here's a pass, and this is tipped up in the air, nearly picked off. Very close to being intercepted by Buckeyes Elijah Schwartz, the safety.
I think I need to stop doing that, Mark. We were just sending some kudos to Cano, and all of a sudden he almost throws an interception.
Yeah, it was intended for Gonzalez. Schwartz reading that beautifully. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Just the second incompletion by Cano.
And I didn't see upfield, but if that would have been intercepted, it could have been an opportunity for a possible pick 6.
So on 3rd down, Buckeyes bringing the house. They get it out to Alvarado, who takes off running. He's going to be short of the 1st down. He's tackled at the Mission 41-yard line. So a pickup of 7, but it'll be 4th and 2.
They're going to have to punt, Mark. It would be too much of a risk to go with it on a 4th and 2nd. A good job right there on defense. Preventing a 1st down is number 48, Mason Briones, defensive end, and we've called his name out a couple of times already. First stop of the game.
Castro's the punter. First time we've seen a punter on either team tonight. And Mackay will steer away from this as it takes an Eagles bounce. Now a little bit of a Bulldog roll. It'll be killed at the Mackay 26-yard line. And the Bulldogs will have it with 3:56 left in the first half. So Mackay got the defensive stop they needed and maybe a chance to add to their lead here in the last 4 minutes. They have all 3 of their timeouts in their pocket. Garcia in motion. And now setting up the screen, and this is Morley, and he's going to be chopped down. Mission with great defending there is coming up with Sebastian Rodriguez and make the stop on Morley. That's going to be a loss of yards back to the 22. Loss of 4 on the play. Clock running, under 3.5 to play. And Woltoff steps up in the pocket, now being chased. He's going to be sacked. He's going to be tackled in the backfield by the defensive lineman, Alessandro Garfias. Lost back to the 20. Mackay 4 for 5 on 3rd down, but this is a tough one here. They face a 3rd and 16. Woltoff has Hunter Morley in the backfield. Woltoff with time, throws into a crowd, and it's broken up. Alvarez almost coming down with it, but broken up by Eli Torres, the defensive back. And it'll be 4th down and 16.
And now the Mission Eagle defense comes up with a big stop. Woltoff, all you can do is give your receiver an opportunity. It did hit his hands, but the defender was right there to knock it down. So good job by Coach Cantu to decide to punt the ball, get a stop with 2:31. They should get good field position.
And we see Sital standing at his own 45-yard line. Oliver Schwartz is the punter. And kick this one short of Sital, but it takes a Bulldog bounce into Eagle territory. And the Bulldogs will kill this at the 42 with 2:18 to go before halftime. (21-17) our score. 2:18 to play here in the first half. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And we're back, 1st and 10 here for the Eagles, and a drop pass by Acevedo. And it'll be 2nd down. So the Eagles maybe trying to get something to regain the lead here or draw closer here in the last 2 minutes.
A rare incompletion, but Mark, with a 2nd and 10 now, it's pretty much they're going to have to put it up in the air again.
They do have the 2-minute timeout in front of them. And this one nearly picked off. That was David Mercado, almost intercepted for Mackay. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Mercado on this one and Schwartz on the last one, they had interceptions in their hands that they'll probably remember, like, how did we drop this ball? It's because they're not expecting the ball to come to them as you look at Coach Shelby. But there's a possible adjustments done by the defense, Mark, making it harder for Cano to be successful. Here comes the blitz.
Yeah, blitz coming in as Cano throws, completes this to Sital.
Are they going to
They might give him forward progress to the line to gain, and it's going to be a 1st down.
Another big 1st down on 3rd down, Mark. They haven't moved the marker. I think they're going to go ahead and just play it safe and measure.
They might do that. Got exactly 10 yards. Tackle on the play made by Aiden Ayala. Oh, now they respotted the ball. Oh, no, they haven't yet. Yeah, I think you're right, Mario. They're going to measure this.
Yeah, and I think right now Coach Cantu is thinking about it, what's going to happen. Look at this beautiful camera angle. I don't think they got it.
Ooh, a few inches short. Just a few inches short. So officially this will be a 9-yard pickup.
And it's a big call, Mark, because if you go for it and you don't get it, you give the Bulldogs great field position. So that's the risk right here. Because the Bulldogs, if they get the ball right there, they're very capable of punching it in from there. But I'm pretty sure the Eagles, I mean, they have to make things happen. They're the team that needs the victory. So they're probably going to go with it. And you know they have that really nice running back.
Now they've started the clock, and it's going to stop at 2 minutes for the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
So a timeout called, 21-17 our score, Mackay in front. Oh, now it's time now for our main event, fan of the game. It's our Bulldog fan of the game. And it's 2 little ones, 2 little kids there, probably little Bulldogs. Our superintendent, Dr. Gutierrez, standing there, clapping his hands. And some other school officials are there as well. Miss Holly De Leon, the Dean of Instruction at Mackay, standing there in the middle next to the mascot. And we appreciate Main Event for supporting all our fans, the Bulldogs, Warriors, and Mustangs.
When you have a 9-year-old grandson, Mark, the Main Event is a beautiful place to go make points.
Yeah, that's like paradise, isn't it? There we see our drone right there.
Nice.
Got our eyes in the sky. And here, a 4th down, and Gatto will keep it. And looks like he has enough. Needed only about 6 or 7 inches. and is able to dive for the first down.
He should get credit for that. It was close, but that's where you know that Coach Cantu knows what he has. He has a good quarterback. It's about the snap and how quick can you go forward and how good is your center. But I think they're going to measure anyway just to make sure, Mark.
You have an official's timeout. So another look at it there.
Could be a player's down also.
Yeah, they do have officials timeout. We're going to take a break while they remeasure and attend to the player. 1:58 to go in the first half. And this is football night in McAllen ISD.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford, or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And we're back here on football night in McAllen ISD. Officials timeout right now. Both teams have been scoring at will here up until the last couple of possessions. But Mission with a chance after appearing to get a first down. And they have marked it as a first down at the Bulldog 47-yard line. So Mission still with 2 timeouts in their pocket, and they have almost 2 minutes to work with. And here's a quick pass to Sital. Sital's going to lose yardage back to the 49. So Oliver Schwartz was the first one there.
And a good job. Good job on the defense, Bulldogs. Mark. They read that play right away. That has to be one that they saw and studied on video. And Schwartz quickly came in there to get on the tackle. Diego Lopez also was in there.
Yeah, Mason Briones says Cano rolls out on second down and is going to throw this one deep. I think he may have been partially throwing that away, or Sital, the intended receiver, down there, but it'll be third down and 12.
A good pressure right there. You know, most of the passes in the first half where Cano was successful, he had a lot of time. Now, the Bulldogs defense putting pressure on him. And anytime, I've seen this, Mark, all the way from the NFL to college, anytime quarterbacks are under pressure, their completion percentage goes down.
One of the truisms of football. And here's a Bulldogs blitz, and Schwartz coming in there, but they get it off to Acevedo. And Acevedo gets only back to the line of scrimmage before he's tackled by the Bulldogs' Pablo De La Rosa.
Good call
Timeout.
On defense. Defensive
Bulldogs.
coordinator Frank Frantz has to be happy with that. That pressure rushed Cano to throw it early, so the play never evolved.
So that'll bring up fourth down here for Mission with 1:14 to go. We'll be back in a moment. McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in. At the third quarter, we can call in. At 21-17, our score. Mission forced into a 4th and 13, the 50-yard line.
They have to punt. And Mark, in case people didn't hear us, congratulations to the Lady Bulldog. They are advancing to the second round of the volleyball playoffs with a 3-0 victory over Brownsville Rivera.
Castro to punt. A little bit of pressure gets this off. And it's going to bounce. The Bulldogs are going to be able to return this up across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. About a 7-yard return there for Ethan Shelby.
Good job by Ethan Shelby, but I don't know if his dad is going to tell him something about that, Mark. That was kind of dangerous.
Yeah, ball bounced.
Luckily,
it took a crazy bounce there right to him.
But maybe he practices that, so he knows how to do that. Coach Shelby now has to be a little bit happier with the performance of the defense on the last couple of possessions by the Eagles. They were able to come up with stops.
So minute 3 to go before halftime. Each team with 2 timeouts. Bulldogs put a man in motion. That'll be Garcia. And they're going to sweep this one to the right side. That's Morley. And Morley upended it about the 24-yard line by the Eagles defender. That was Sebastian Rodriguez.
And it looks like Morley took a hard fall when he was going out of bounds. He hustled real hard because he wanted to stop the clock and save a timeout. So his little brother is now in the game. So there is a timeout on the field.
Yeah, they have a timeout. They haven't shown who has taken it yet. We'll find out, though. We'll step aside, and we'll be back right after this. McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And here we are, second down and 2 for Mackay, 56 seconds left. And there's Waltoff to throw this toward the sideline, caught by Jones, who's able to get out of bounds after picking up the first down.
And
up to the 30-yard line.
This is where you miss your other receiver that comes in there as the leading receiver, Finn Henderson, who has not been able to play here.
Yeah, Henderson hasn't played. Haven't seen him as yet. Pass is complete to the 40-yard line, up across the 45, and that's Joaquin Alvarez. Alvarez having a big night here and picks up another first down up to the 46.
And the Bulldogs still have 2 timeouts, so they're doing pretty good. 35 seconds.
Waltoff to throw. Going to throw this one then to the left side, intended for Garcia. Stops the clock at 29 seconds. And that'll be second down and 10. Waltoff with 130 yards passing now. Gano, his counterpart for Mission, 164 yards.
No doubt tonight the 2 quarterbacks are shining. Give credit to the offensive line for the Bulldogs. Good protection.
Here's Waltoff to throw this to Jones. Jones with the catch. Only able to pick up a yard, though, to about the 47.
They'll
and bring up third down.
Well, the clock is still running. Now they call a timeout.
Timeout. Eagles.
Well, the Eagles calling that timeout. By the way, a moment ago, they didn't charge a timeout to anyone when we took that break. It was an official's timeout. But Mission now down to 1 timeout. Mackay with 2 still. And a 4-point lead for Mackay. Mackay trying to get into field goal range here. They're facing a 3rd and 9 right now, though. Third downs, they are 4 for 6. Cheer cam.
You think they'll go to Cinco Jones?
Yeah, he's been having a big night. He and Alvarez both. Third down and 9 here. Waltoff is going to sweep this to Morley. Morley able to cut up inside and has the first down. Still going and gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 7 seconds left. Boy, you couldn't have designed a more perfect play there. So they get the first down and stop the clock and save the timeout.
And the thing about this play, nice counter action. It didn't look like Morley was going to get anything, but because of his moves and his cuts, he made it happen. I'm wondering if Coach Shelby's thinking right now, 7 seconds, maybe give themselves another 10 yards and try, because since he has a timeout, he can get a short 10 yards.
We'll see what happens in a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We're here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back. Bulldogs with one timeout remaining, but only 7 seconds to work with. They're out of field goal range right now. The 35-yard line. From here, it'd be over a 50-yard kick, so a quick pass here to the side, and a player is, Alveda is going to immediately give himself up. And they'll use their last timeout.
Timeout. Bulldogs. That's the Bulldogs' third and final timeout of the half.
Able to pick up 6 yards there. And not sure what Casadas's range is, but from the 29, it'd be about a 46-yard attempt. Or they might just air it out for the end zone.
I think they're just going to air it out into the end zone.
So Bulldogs out of timeouts now. There's 2 seconds left in the half.
We got to make sure we're covering down the field, but we are protecting first. Protect first.
Coach Shelby giving the instructions there.
Yeah, and they're coming to our side. Come to the outside. There, hold your water and execute. Aim small, miss small. Let's go, kid. Hey!
Yeah, it's going to be a field goal attempt.
Wow. Why not?
And this will be set up at the 36, so it'll be a 46-yard attempt.
He does have the leg, Mark. Remember, he's had a couple of kickoffs into the end zone. There's no doubt. He has the leg.
Garcia, the holder. And I think Mission's going to call their final timeout.
Timeout. Eagles. That's the Eagles' third and final timeout of the half.
Usually teams will do that if they have a spare timeout to try to ice a kicker. We'll take a quick break. We'll step away. Be right back.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow. Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together. Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back. There's a part of our crew, Mr. Sam Juarez, one of our expert cameramen. You can see he's dressed up. It is a little chilly out there.
All right, when they called the timeout, Catch Casares kind of was applauding Mark. He showed a lot of confidence. Let's see if he makes it happen.
46-yard attempt from the left hash. And there it is. It's got plenty of distance. And it is good!
There you go, Mark.
Wow, look at that celebration.
I noticed when they called the timeout, he was like pumped up, like, okay, you're challenging me. Let's see what happens. He got it.
46 yards. That is a long, long distance at the high school level, and Casadus nails it right down the uprights. And at halftime, it's McHigh 24 and Mission 17. We're going to have the Mission High Flyers dance team and the Mission Marching Band out there as we look at the replay again. And look at this, had enough distance on it. Plenty of distance as it turned out. Would have been good from 52 probably. Casadus drained it. So we're at halftime. We'll see you on the other side. It's Mackay 24, Mission 17.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the McAllen High School is pleased to present a Division I rated band, the 2025 5A champions of the City of Palms Marching Festival. It's that Battlin' Bulldog Band. The band is under the field direction of drum major Sienna Abrego, Kayla Mendez, and Esteban Garcia. Color guard students of the week are Kaylee Arevalo. Band students of the week are John Rodriguez, Charles Lee, and Raul Palacios. The section of the week is the Mellophone. Tonight, the Mackay Band will perform their entire 2025 UIL marching production of Atlas. Production includes the following selection: Fireflies featuring piccolo soloist Olivia Garza, New World Symphony featuring flute soloist Aaron Salazar, Only Girl in the World featuring stepper Second Lieutenant Tessie Macias, alto trombone soloist Esteban Garcia, Planet Earth featuring flute soloist Aaron Salazar, Strength of 1,000 Men featuring flutes and Second Lieutenant Tessie Macias. Drum major Sienna Abrego, Kayla Mendez, and Esteban Garcia, the field is yours. The band is under the field direction of Noel de la Cruz. The Mackay Band would like to thank Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, Director of Fine Arts, Miss Deborah Loya, Mackay Principal, the wonderful Mrs. Stephanie Friedland, and our entire McAllen ISD Board of Trustees for the support that they provide to music education in McAllen ISD. Thank you for all you do for the Mackay Band, and thank you, seniors, for all of your hard work. May you forever bleed purple and live a life of gold.
Here come our little Bulldogs. How about a hand for the little Bulldogs? Bulldog fan, get on your feet. Here come the battling Bulldogs. Our halftime show has been brought to you by Zambrano Law Firm.
Oh, and welcome back and everything. We're here ready to start the second half, and we've got with us the by-district champion, Mackay Bulldogs. Say hello. And there they are, victors against Brownsville-Rivetta in 3 straight games. We're getting the obligatory video for YouTube. And congratulations to our Lady Bulldogs. Thank you, ladies, for stopping by. Okay, thank you so much. And you can see Mackay started with the football, ran it out to the 24-yard line. And they'll start from there. And here on first down, Waltoff is going to run this, and look at that, into the open plane and taking off now all the way into Eagle territory near the 40-yard line. A huge run there for the Mackay quarterback.
Man, how does he do that? He's just so good at that.
Yeah, 36-yard run. The ball's going to be spotted at the Mission 40.
And that was close to a little face mask there.
11:23 to go here, just early third quarter. Mackay on the move as Waltoff wants to go for it all here and nearly caught. Almost a sensational catch by Cinco Jones, who has 2 touchdown catches already in this game.
That was close.
Yeah, able to hang on to that one.
And once again, Mark, as we take a look at the replay, good protection. Waltoff, all you can do is give your receiver an opportunity. He did. Oh, that would have been a tremendous catch. He almost caught it with his back on the turf. But Mark, once again, congratulations to this Lady Bulldogs. Whoa, what a group of girls. Now I'm very excited, but very disciplined, very organized. And good luck to them in the next round.
They move on to the area round of the state playoffs. Here's a toss to the right. This is Hunter Morley. And Morley is going to be pushed out of bounds after a loss of 1 there. Also want to give a quick shout out to and good luck to McAllen Memorial. Their volleyball team plays in the by-district championship tomorrow evening at 6:30. They'll take on Brownsville Pace. And that'll be for a by-district championship as well.
And that game is here at McAllen Memorial, and maybe we can talk to Coach Raul Castillo. If they can pull off a victory, maybe they can come up here tomorrow and let them get recognized.
There's Waltoff rolling out. And this is going to be caught for a first down. That's Talon Garcia, his first catch tonight. And that'll move the chains all the way to the Eagle 27, a pickup of 14 yards.
You got to be impressed by Waltoff rolling out to the left, which means he's throwing against his throwing motion. And that's got to be real difficult. He's making it look easy. Good pass, good catch, first down for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs now 6-4-8 on third down. So they give this to Morley, picks up a yard. He's brought down by Mission's Emiliano Rodriguez.
Morley, it's just a matter of any time. You can stop him for many plays, and then all of a sudden he'll just pop it for a long run.
Eli Torres also in on that tackle for Mission. Second down and 9. Waltoff being blitzed. Now steps up, wants to run it, breaks a tackle, picks up a first down, spin move, still going. How about that? A touchdown for the Bulldogs. And Waltoff goes in for his 7th touchdown of the year, and the Bulldogs are up by 13.
How in the world did he break that tackle, Mark? There's no way. I mean, they had him. Nice spin move. That's what happens, the advantage of any team when you have a good passing quarterback and one that's capable of running. He doesn't run a lot, but every time he does a very good job of running the ball.
And here's the extra point try. Good snap and hold, and Cáceres with the extra point is good. And he's now 4 for 4 in the game. And a field goal at the end of the first half as well. And his team is up 31-17. They've got a flag down. Officials discussing that. But we'll see what that is.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 0. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 17. Defense. Those penalties offset. Try, it's good.
All right, the extra point try is good. It's 31-17. And we've got the smile cam now as McAllen has pulled in front by 14 points. All right, fans having a good time here. Bulldog scoring drive, 76 yards, 6 plays, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And Waltoff with a terrific spin move on the 26-yard run for a touchdown. Cáceres with the kick. To be fielded at the 4-yard line. Up across the 20, that's Castro on the return. Up to about the 27.
And here's where the Eagles already down. It's going to be important for them to try to get something on the scoreboard because they don't want to let this game get away from them. They're doing good. Their offense is moving the ball. They've got to get themselves a drive here. It's very important.
Another look at the touchdown here. You're going to see Waltoff. This wasn't a designed run. He was back to throw, then forced out of the pocket and took off. Didn't break. That's 3 tackles that he broke on the way there. back to live action. Handoff by the Bears, Acevedo. And Acevedo is stopped on the run.
And there's got to be some adjustments that were made by defensive coordinator Frank Frantz, because now the Eagles are really having trouble with the running game. They are shutting that down and making them pass. So we'll see what happens on a 2nd and 11.
So loss of 1. And they faked Acevedo. Cano wants to throw this one. And it's deep, and it's tipped up in the air, and then caught. A flag is down. Sital is going in for an apparent touchdown of 73 yards. And we'll see what the flag is about. Don't see a celebration.
Wow, looked like the Bulldogs were going to come up with an interception. Was there a push-off? Everybody's coming back, Mark. It looks like they're going to bring the ball back. There's a signal.
Pass interference. Offense, number 17. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot remains. 2nd down.
And it could be a possibility as we take a look at the replay that the push-off was there because the ball was underthrown. We'll take a look at it right here. And there's the push-off. Yep.
And just enough.
And you can see that the receiver didn't hustle down, and that kind of gives it away like, oh, I think they got me.
Yeah, 10-yard penalty.
Huge play.
Yeah,
Huge
moves
play.
it all the way back to the 12-yard line.
You can't take away. I didn't get there was a rusher, a Bulldog rusher that put pressure, and the quarterback had to rush it. That's why that play didn't work. Here's that little screen play that worked earlier in the first half.
Yeah, that's Castro there with big yardage all the way across the 35 up to the 36. He's just a couple yards short of the first down.
And I had a feeling they were going to run that screen play again because in the first half, as you remember, Mark, they had a huge play on that little screen play.
They bring up 3rd down and short. Got a very makeable 3rd and 2 now after they picked up 22 yards on that screen pass. Now Cano with time, and this is tipped and incomplete. It's knocked down by Mackay's Hayden Helgeson, the linebacker. Very nearly picked it off as well.
Helgeson doing a good job of not overcommitting, sticking to his principles of defense, and he was right there. But another opportunity for an interception tonight. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time where the Bulldog defense had an opportunity for an easy interception, and they just couldn't come up with it.
There's the punting unit on for Mission. A little bit of pressure put on. This ball's going to go out of bounds in Bulldog territory. McAllen, pretty good field position though at about the 37, 38-yard line. Start from there.
Well, the defense for the Bulldogs came up with a stop. And here's where the Mission Eagle defense has to respond. You can't let this game get away from them here in the 3rd quarter. Another touchdown would put them down 21 points, and that's going to be hard to overcome. So it's very important. Eagle defense comes to life here. Get themselves a stop.
Yeah, Mission scored on its first 3 possessions, but they punted on the last 3 possessions. And here's Waltoff, wants to run this. And gets up close to a first down before he's knocked out of bounds.
Good. I mean, he was hit very late.
It was hit by Mission's Emilio Alvarado.
Another good decision by Woltoff to run. But there was no penalty on that play.
Yeah, happened just in bounds, just as Woltoff was about to step out.
Those are hard to call also because you got to give the defender an opportunity also to make sure that the offensive player goes out of bounds.
Garcia in motion, 2nd down and 1. And they give this to Morley, straight ahead, and plunges toward the 50-yard line. Should be enough to move the sticks.
Here's the other thing, that if the Bulldogs get themselves a little drive and don't score quickly, then they can get the play clock going down and maybe give the ball back to the Eagles if they get 2-3 first downs with only 3 or 4 minutes left in the quarter. You can see Woltoff right there, Mark. Just his movements give you a lot of, he's very confident.
Yeah, 1st and 10 here for McAllen at midfield.
Penalty.
And I think we're going to have an illegal motion. Delon Garcia looked like he cut up field just before the snap.
Ball start. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains. 1st down.
It wasn't on Garcia. It's on one of the offensive linemen. So a 5-yard penalty. Moves it back to the Bulldog 45. Garcia goes in motion. And here's Woltoff after the fake to Morley. Keeps it and gets up to 3 yards, up to the 48. Clock will keep moving. It's under 7 minutes now to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Woltoff, man, he's got great hands, Mark. He does a good job of faking.
Brought down by Alvarado. Second down and 12 now. Trying to drop it in there for Garcia. Garcia well covered on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Jose Sanchez, not only is he a good tackler for the Mission Eagle defense, he did a good job of providing the coverage there. Even if they would have caught it, it wouldn't have gotten many yards. And what's impressive on this 31 points, Mark, also is that they're playing without Finn Henderson. Imagine if he was out there, he'd be another weapon.
Yeah, Andrew Villarreal on the coverage in that last play. Bulldogs 6 for 8 on 3rd down. Man may have been offside for Mission. Woltoff may have a free play here. It's going to go deep and overthrown, intended for Cinco Jones. Coverage on the play by Sebastian Rodriguez. But I think they'll still get the down back.
And when do they allow, Mark, the play to continue? When there's no contact by the defender?
Yeah, as long as the defender...
Offsides. Defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains. 3rd down.
Yeah, doesn't make contact with an offensive player or doesn't have a direct line on the quarterback where he could potentially injure the quarterback as a result of crossing into the backfield so soon.
And we'll see if this penalty hurts the Mission Eagle defense.
5-yard penalty mark off. That's the 5th penalty against the Eagles. Here's a throw on 3rd down, and this looks like it's going to be a 1st down. It's caught by Cinco Jones on a little comeback route to the Eagle 38-yard line. And so the Bulldogs able to take advantage of that penalty and convert a 1st down.
That's a pretty nice little play. Makes it look easy, but that takes a lot of practice there, Mark. The rollout and hitting your receiver right at the 1st down mark. Good pattern by Cinco Jones. Continues to have a great game.
This drive now 2.5 minutes old. And they'll fake the handoff. Here's Woltoff. Woltoff to the 30-yard line, where he's knocked down by Jose Sanchez and a couple of other Eagles.
I mean, I don't know how many more times I have to say it because I've seen Woltoff in many games there, but look at that fake, Mark.
Yeah, it does a great job with that. And they set that up well by giving it to Morley a number of times back in the 1st half. And it sets up these kinds of plays in the 2nd half. Second down and 2 now here for Mackay. Garcia goes in motion. And a handoff. Morley breaks a tackle. First down. Breaks another tackle. Inside. It is up to the 20, or rather the 15-yard line.
It was just a matter of time that Morley, he found a small hole, and then the rest is Morley. And it goes back to the faking. He broke 1, 2 tackles. There's no way you're going to bring him if you don't wrap him up.
See what they do here. Morley goes in motion, empty backfield. Woltoff, the throw, and this is caught inside the 10. And that's going to be the tight end, Maldonado. They'll move up to about the 7-yard line.
Another good pass, simple pass. See what you can get out of it. You'll take a good 7 yards on a first down.
They've got 2nd and 3 again. 2 receivers on the wing right. They'll give it to Morley, running right. Able to turn the corner a bit. Gets down to the 3-yard line before he's brought down by Castro.
And that's going to be a 1st and goal, Mark.
You're right, 1st down. See the Mackay drum line. Anticipating a touchdown here.
Well, with the fact that now you know Morley can fake, that makes him so dangerous. He can fake it, give it to Morley.
This drive now nearly 5 minutes old. And Woltoff wants to keep this, and here comes Mission, and he's going to lose yards. That was Jose Sanchez, their leading tackler, charging in from his linebacker position.
You can see why Sanchez is the leading tackler. He read it very well as soon as the play developed. Like you said, he came in here with 72 tackles, and Mark, a lot of them, 40 of them were solo tackles. That's special.
Wow.
There's another one right there. What makes it even better, it was a loss.
Loss of 6.
Yeah, it kind of goes like down as a sack, to be honest with you, but it doesn't count as a sack because it was a run, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. So 2nd down and goal from the 9. And this goes over the head of Woltoff, who's unable to fall down on it. It's picked up at the 35. And this is Sital. He's going to run this all the way back. And it's a touchdown of 75 yards there for the Mission Eagles.
And if Mission needed a break, if Mission Eagles needed a break, they got the Christmas gift here right before Halloween, because the Bulldogs were fixing to put up maybe a bigger lead of 21 points, and now it's close. It's a 1-possession game.
31-23, they bring the extra point unit out there. There's the extra point try by Lieva, and that's no good. It was wide left. Extra point wide left, and the score remains 31-23. Take another look at this touchdown now. This was come out of nowhere. So the Bulldogs had 2nd and goal from the 9. Used up 5 minutes on this drive.
He wasn't ready. It doesn't look like Woltoff was ready.
And there's the snap. Yeah, it wasn't too high for Woltoff. Then unable to recover it, and then picked up by Shelby Sital. Plays offense and defense.
The right place at the right time.
And he went the distance, about 75 yards for the score.
So not only a huge turnover, Mark, it just changes the dynamic of the game, because the Bulldogs were fixing to make it a 3-possession game, and now it's down to 1. Even though they missed the field goal, it's still an 8-point lead. So all the Eagles need is a touchdown and a 2-pointer. But now the Bulldogs are going to have to make things happen.
So Owsley back to receive. This is caught about the 10-yard line. And then upended about the 28. And the ball came loose. And I believe Mission has it. Mission is celebrating. And it's 2 turnovers on back-to-back plays against Mac High.
Wow, Mark. What a change of events here for the Eagles. But you got to give them credit, Mark. They created the situations.
All right, we've got a timeout on the field. And let's take a look at the replay of that kick return. Officials timeout.
One thing to look when we see the replay was, did the fumble come out before he spinned and he fell to the turf?
Yeah, it looks like the ball did come out.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a hit put on by Sebastian Rodriguez. And then the fumble recovered by Ezra Cuadros. So Cuadros with the fumble recovery, and Mission has the ball. Once again, they just scored on a 75-yard scoop and score, and now they've got it again 9 seconds later. And this is at the Bulldog 23-yard line.
And this got to give life to the Mission Eagle offense.
What a turn of events we've seen as quarterback Cano completes this pass. That's good. Gonzalez over there is able to advance it, or actually loses yardage back to the 25. And it's going to be 2nd down and 12.
And I think with the Mac High defense, they were playing a little bit softer in the first half on the receivers, and now they're just playing them a little bit tighter. So the Eagles are not getting those big plays anymore on the first downs.
There's Cano with plenty of time. Has all day. Throws toward the end zone. This is picked off. Picked off by the Rover. That's Owsley. And Owsley brings it all the way out to the 15-yard line. Owsley, a second pick of the season. And the Bulldog defense continues to come up spades here in this second half.
And when I saw all that protection for Cano, I thought the Bulldog defense was in trouble, because they're certainly, as you see Owsley celebrating, and he should celebrate, because that's a huge turnover preventing points in the end zone. But it looked like Cano had a lot of time.
It's another look at it here.
Look at all the time. Look at all the time.
Yeah, pass looked like it was a little short. Owsley able to capitalize. Brought down by Santiago Gonzalez. And here's a big play here. Look at this. Hunter Morley right up the middle. Taking off. Trying to go the distance. Being chased by 2 men. He's at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown.
He did it.
85 yards for Hunter Morley. And the Bulldogs go up 37-23.
I don't think we've had a game like this all year here, Mark, where things are happening for one team so positive, then it goes negative, and then it goes negative for the other team, and now positive for the Bulldogs. It's just been wild this last 3 minutes.
It has been wild.
Talk about how both teams, all the players on both teams feel, like from the possibility of tying the game. It's just, I haven't seen this in a long time.
Bulldogs up over 250 yards rushing now. 85-yard run by Morley. His longest run of the year. Gassidy's extra point is good. And the Bulldogs now lead it 38-23. With 1:20 left in the third quarter, we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. High schoolers and middle schoolers are invited to McAllen ISD's College Night on Monday, November 3rd. Parents also welcome. About 100 institutions plus branches of the armed forces will have booths on hand for you to visit, ask questions, and help you build your future. Health vaccines are available too. McAllen ISD College Night, Monday, November 3rd, 6 to 8 p.m. at McAllen High School Gym. And welcome back. Here's another look at that thing of beauty. 85-yard burst for Hunter Morley. Look at the great blocking by the offensive line. And once he got into the secondary, it was pretty much gone.
I think Saldana, number 61, was able to get one of the blocks. And maybe the other thing, Mark, that might be unnoticed is the ability for Morley to fake, where maybe a player or two, where they kept their eyes on him, and all of a sudden he hands it off, and they're surprised that Morley has the ball.
9 touchdowns this year now for Hunter Morley. His previous longest run was 65 yards. That one went 85. Here's Castro from the 13. Tries to bounce outside at the 25. And then up to about the 37-yard line before he's stopped by Aiden Ayala.
The good thing, Mark, is that we talked about Hunter Morley. He didn't have his carries. He was gaining some yardage, but we talked about it was a matter of time where he'd pop one. And he did a great job, and he had just enough speed to get into the end zone.
Bulldogs came in averaging 170 yards on the ground. They're up of 251 right now. We're still in the third quarter. Gano's had a big night. He's completed 19 of 25 passes. And here's Gano in trouble here. Still going. And now cuts upfield up to about the 41-yard line. A gain of 4.
Well, you can hear the coaches up here. Lack of execution doesn't make coaches happy. They had him right here. It would have been a loss of about 5 yards. Instead, they allowed him to get away and get some yardage, positive yardage, at least 3.
So, yes, 2nd down and 7. Cano hit as he throws, gets it to Castro, breaks a tackle. Ball comes loose, though, and recovered by Castro. He's going to lose some yards, though. Back to the 38, it looks like. So, to bring up 3rd down now.
The Bulldog defense now have also come alive. They're making it a lot tougher on the Mission Eagle offense, who pretty much had a real solid first half.
And there's the end of the third quarter. And so the Eagles with a 3rd and 8 when we start the fourth, and they're down by 2 touchdowns, 38-23. And we'll take a break and be back with the fourth. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back here. Start of the fourth quarter. In that third frame, the Bulldogs outscored Mission 14-6 to extend their lead to 38-23 after leading 24-17 at halftime. The Eagles with a 3rd and 8 now, and here's Scano with time. And this is incomplete, intended for Sital. And they'll have to bring on the punting unit.
And that's what happens, Mark, when a defense makes some adjustments. It just throws the quarterback off. Everything was so easy for Cano in the first half, but with more pressure, he's not executing as easily as he was in the first half.
And we see Ethan Shelby back to receive about his own 25-yard line. Castro will be the punter. Yeah, I have a stat here for you, Mario. The Eagles were 6 for 7 on their third down attempts at one point. They are now 0 for their last 5. This takes a Bulldog bounce to be killed at the 34-yard line. Fourth punt of the night for Mission.
So with the Bulldogs with a 15-point lead, pretty much if they can drive here and score and knock some time off the clock, it's going to make it very difficult for the Eagles to come back and try to be in the winning side. So it's a big possession, especially for the Eagle defense.
Yeah, Mackay had the ball virtually the entire third quarter. And the Mission defense might be starting to tire. We'll see. Here's Woltoff, going to hold on to it. Then he passes it off. Garcia wide open, has the first down, and goes deep into Mission territory to about the 40-yard line.
I like that play, Mark. There's options in that play. And with the way Woltoff can handle himself, he can either run or throw. It's very difficult to defend. That's a pretty nice play.
25 yards.
I'm going to have to ask Coach Offensive Coordinator Philip Romero, where did he find that play?
Yeah, Woltoff was able to draw a defender toward him and then let it go toward the wide open Garcia. Here's Morley. Morley on a cut to the right. All the way to the 32-yard line, a gain of 8.
You know, what makes Hunter Morley a tough running back is that he runs with the ball, but he's looking to see where the hole opens, and then he accelerates. Very patient runner.
Yeah, tackle on the play by Jose Sanchez, the linebacker.
You know that his offensive line likes that because he allows them to look good, gives them an opportunity to block.
And so Woltoff looking to keep it here, picks up a block from Morley, cuts inside the 30-yard line and has the first down as he lands at the 26.
And give credit to this offensive line for the Bulldogs. They are having a good game. They're controlling the line of scrimmage, especially when Morley is passing. He's not under a lot of pressure for most of the game, and the blocking has been there all night long. They do have 2 sophomores that are starters on the offensive line.
They do. That's the guards, Saldana and Guerra. And the 3 seniors, Bazan, Villegas, and Gonzalez. Here they are, 1st and 10. Garcia in motion. And now a whistle. This might be a procedure penalty.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains. First down.
That'll move it back to the Eagle 31-yard line. Just the 4th penalty on Mackay.
They've done a wonderful job with that.
Yeah, only 2 of those penalties in this second half. There's Woltoff to throw it. And this is caught by Morley, but he's going to be tackled for a loss of yards here. They'll bring up 2nd down. It's a stop made by Jose Sanchez.
Yes, and the Bulldog offense tonight, they have been using the passing attack to Morley from the backfield, and the other plays had a lot more success than that one. It was actually a 6-yard loss, Mark.
And Woltoff here at 191 yards passing, closing in on 200. Going to throw this one, and it bounces up in the air, but it was incomplete. Bounced off the turf. I think it was intended for Maldonado, and it'll bring up 2nd and 16.
And that pass right there looked like it should have been caught. We'll see here on the replay.
Yeah, landed in the breadbasket. I'm not so sure that ball ever touched the ground.
Right? I mean, the way he turned. But here's a big third down. 3rd and 16. Eagles really, really need a stop.
That guy, 7 for 9. It's Waltoff with time. Going to lob this up toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended for Garcia.
And I don't know how many times I'm wondering if McCoy Woltoff thinks about, like, wow, how I miss Finn Henderson. Who's very explosive, runs great routes, is usually open, has great hands, but not able to participate today. Hopefully he'll come back next week. And if the Bulldogs make it to the playoffs, he can be there again.
So 4th down, and they'll line up for a field goal attempt here. Cáceres hit a 44-yarder in the first half. And this one from even further back at 49 yards. Timeout call.
Timeout.
Last game, the last kick,
Bulldogs.
He had enough for a 49-yarder. He's got a great leg.
Mackay calling the timeout there. We'll take another look at the play that...
I think it did hit the ground, Mark, on that play on the interception. Oh, here's a replay, because nobody said anything.
Yeah, can't quite see if the ball contacted the ground or
Right
if
there.
the hands of Maldonado were underneath it, cradling it, which the consistency of the play looks like he had his hands on it.
Yeah, I think it did hit the turf, Mark, because nobody reacted like everybody. I mean, usually the players give it away.
Yeah, the player reaction.
Coach Shelby has to be happy with his offense tonight. And then, of course, the defense struggled early. And adjustments were made.
Bulldogs with a chance to go up by 18 here. It would put them up 3 scores.
But they're going to have to punt, Mark. It's a 4th down, too much. And look who's the punter. We forget that he's a good athlete.
Yeah, Oliver Schwartz.
Heck of a defensive player. They're not going to get too many yards. They're punting from the 32.
Yeah, put this inside the 20, and it looks like it might be killed. Was he able to kill it in time? And I think so.
I don't think so, Mark. I think his feet.
Nope. Well,
yeah, that's a good call. His feet were in the end zone when he tried to hit it backwards. Give credit to that official down the line over there. He saw it.
Yeah, one official called touchback. Another one spotted the ball at the 3.
Look at
Let's
his
take a
feet.
look at it here.
Right.
Oh, it might be touching the goal line
one.
there.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I called it from up here, Mark.
You did.
Nicely done.
We have a
and
touchback.
I love this camera work. That's why we're the best in state, aren't we, Mark?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it did touch, was standing in the end zone when he touched that ball. So we'll bring the ball out to the 20.
It was close, though. So Coach Shelby had no problems. I mean, confidence like they did in the first half. They're dropping passes and hurting themselves. I mean, they're still in this game. They're only 15 points down, just 2 possessions.
Oh, and here's a pass back to live action. It's caught by Gonzalez up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a new first down.
And the kid that's been kind of quiet has been Sidal.
Yeah, he only has, I think, 1 catch this game.
Lots of
Ascano,
protection.
all time to throw. Could read Tolstoy back there and throws this one long, and it's caught way down at the 22-yard line by Castro.
And just like that, big plays. Big plays just like that. That's why the Eagles are still in this ball game.
They're going to go with the hurry-up offense now. And now a whistle blows it dead.
Timeout. Eagles.
Eagles called timeout. So each team will have 2 timeouts left with 8:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. And we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And back here, fourth quarter here at DQ Fan Field. Exciting game, 38-23, Mackay in front. Mind you, Mission came in with a 2-3 district record. If they fall to 2-4, that pretty much eliminates their chances.
Here's their season, I think, Mark. They got to get this game.
Just completed a 44-yard pass to Castro. A play where Cano had all day to throw. Now Cano's going to hand this off. Here's Delgado. In the backfield, Frisbee has him and brings him down. Cash Frisbee crashing through to get the tackle back at the 25.
You got to like Cash Frisbee. He did not only want to get the tackle, Mark, he tried to cause a fumble. Look, he wraps up and he's going for the ball, trying to jar it loose. So that's a football player for you.
Loss of 2 on the play. Cano has this pass batted back in his face. That might have been Frisbee again.
It was, and here's the thing, Mark. That was that little screen pass. They've had success. If Frisbee doesn't knock it down, it could have worked pretty positively for the Eagles.
Yeah, both Frisbee brothers came crashing through there. Fletcher and Cash.
That's a sign of the defense that has been more aggressive here in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was Cash who got his hand on it. Now back to live action on 3rd down and 12. And Cano able to complete a pass to Acevedo, but he's going to lose yards as he's tackled by Brian Pettis, the linebacker, way back at the 27.
Nicely done by Pettis. He was ready. He stuck to his responsibilities, the senior. You take a look at it right there. When you see a quarterback rolling out, you think it's dangerous, and Pettis came from nowhere coming into this game with 31 total tackles.
Mission now 0 of their last 6 on 3rd down.
They have no choice but to go with it with about 7 minutes to go. They have to go for it.
4th down and 15, 7 minutes to go, and the pass is incomplete. It was behind the intended receiver, Castro. It was running a crossing route, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
And even if that pass would have worked, there's no way that the Eagles would have been able to get a first down.
We're going to go to the fan cam now. The Bulldogs have taken over at their own 27-yard line with 6:58 to go.
Oh, look at all those. What do you call those, Mark?
Fatheads.
Fatheads. Oh, there's a happy parent. That looked like number 11's parents. That is Aiden Ayala.
And here is Morley on the run, across the 30, 35, up near the 40-yard line. So he picks up a first down. 12-yard run. Bulldogs with 23 first downs in this game, compared to 13 for Mission. Mission's had only 2 first downs in the entire second half.
Yeah, they've been shut down. Real good adjustments at halftime by defensive coordinator Frank Frantz and Coach Shelby. So the Bulldogs are in no hurry. They still got 15 seconds on the play clock. About 2 or 3 more first downs is going to make it real difficult for the Eagles.
Garcia goes in motion, lines up at the slot to the top of your screen. It's a sweep to the right. They pull the guards. And Morley, following his blocks, crosses the 45 up to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play.
How many times when you see Hunter Morley run, he looks like he's not going to get you anything, and then all of a sudden he pops it for 6 or 7 yards, makes it look easy right there. Look at him, his legs keep moving. You're not going to bring him down by trying just to not wrap him. You got to wrap him up.
On a block from Andrew Saldana.
And you know, the other thing about Morley, he looks tired, like he's put his hands on his hips like he's tired. But once you give him the ball, he forgets that he's tired.
It's Garcia in motion. They fake it to Morley. Woltoff keeps it. Big hole, first down and more. And then slides down in Eagle territory inside the 40-yard line.
I give credit to Joaquin Alvarez upfield blocking for Morley. And once again, that faking ability, and especially after Hunter has been gaining some big yardage, it works really nicely.
That'll put the Bulldogs over 300 yards rushing tonight. At 3:01 now.
And 5 minutes to go.
The Bulldogs beginning to milk that clock, taking their time. Play clock at 15.
And in the last possession, Mark, McCoy got the ball with about 1 second on the play clock.
Garcia in motion, 2 seconds left. They snap it. And Woltoff wants to run this. Reverses his field now. Oh, unable to break a tackle there. I think they're going to say he was down as the ball did come out.
He was down. No.
Oh, they're going to say it's mission football.
Maybe not, Mark.
Coach
Maybe
Shelby
not.
was adamantly pointing at the ground. As Woltoff kind of went down and then rolled over before the ball came loose.
Is Coach Shelby going to call the flag up to have a play review? Let's see.
Yep, wish he could. You see there? Oh, the ball did come loose.
Yes, it was loose, Mark.
And never did really gain control of it. I think that's a good call.
That's a heck of a call. Initially, it looked like the ground cost a fumble, but that is a great call. That's a call of the year, to be honest with you.
So it's mission football. Third turnover tonight against McAllen. And an incomplete pass is just intended for Alvarado.
Well, with that fumble, it still gives life to the Bulldogs. To the Eagles. Because all they need to do is score here and a possible onside kick. And if they get it, they have a chance.
So on 2nd and 10, Gatto wants to throw.
He's open.
Gonna go deep. He's got a man wide open and couldn't hang on. That was Gonzalez.
Oh, wow, Mark. What a break for the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, I'm sure he wishes he had that one back.
That should have been a touchdown, but it all starts with the protection. Too much time. Great pass, Mark.
It's going to be 3rd and 10. Gano throws this one deep, and he's got a man open. It's Sital. Sital with the first down into Bulldog territory and down to the 22-yard line.
This game's not over, Mark. With 4 minutes to go, just down 15, 2 possessions. If the Eagles can score,
timeout.
Down to the onside kick.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs call their second timeout. They'll have one remaining with 4:01 to go. There was a 38-yard pass completion to Sital.
Can't leave Sital by himself.
There it is again. We had an ISO replay on that. Say Sital was trying to get by Owsley there, but Owsley able to bring him down.
And Owsley did a good job, even though he got beaten. Mark, he got the next best thing. Number one, get the tackle. And he was also trying to cause a fumble by going for the ball. With 4 minutes to go, the Eagles, they still have an opportunity. First things first, they're down 15. All they need is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We'll go into overtime. I wonder the defense for the Bulldogs. Coach defensive coordinator Frank France is going to start trying to put more pressure.
So 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. And here's Alvarado with the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal now for the Mission Eagles. Now the 6-yard line.
This game can come down to the onside kick.
And here's Acevedo with the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way to about the 3-yard line.
Here's where I wish that, well, my opinion, the Eagles should put the ball in the air, because if you don't get the touchdown, the clock runs and you're losing time.
And here's Cano to throw. This is complete to Castro, but he's going to lose yards. And Elijah Schwartz, the first man there.
Very good job by Schwartz, because it looked like Cano was going to run with the ball, and he stopped and passed, kind of like what the Bulldogs ran with Woltoff.
Eagles passing up to 290 yards. And here on 3rd and goal, they hand this off. Acevedo fights his way to about the 4. It'll be 4th down.
And I'm surprised on a running play there too, Mark, because the risk is that if you don't make it, the clock continues to run. So on a 4th and 4, this has to be a pass. Here's the ball game.
And here they'll fake it to Acevedo. Cano with a run pass option into the end zone, caught, and it's a touchdown on 4th and goal.
Well done.
Satal with the catch from 4 yards away.
The officials are talking though, Mark. Here we go. I think we had a flag.
Oh, I think you're right.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 75.
Wow.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 4th down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. And this is why I'm not a football official, Mark. I didn't spot which receiver went downfield, because it didn't look like the quarterback was going to run with the ball. And maybe that's why.
Yeah, that's why one of his offensive linemen may have moved into a position to block for him.
So
it's 4th and goal again.
Trouble.
Being chased here, and Frisbee has him. Cash Frisbee brings him down at the 20. And it'll be Bulldog football.
And that's what your playmakers do for you. Well done by Cash Frisbee.
So the Bulldogs come up with a huge goal line stand. And the score remains 38-23 with 2:25 to go.
The defense doing a good job, especially when the Bulldogs fumbled.
So there's still the 2-minute timeout remaining. Mission has 2 timeouts. And here's a handoff. This is Morley. Big room here. Across the 30, has a first down, and is up to about the 38-yard line. 18-yard pickup.
Another good run by Morley. Seems like he's getting stronger as the game goes by. The other thing he did, he probably could have gone out of bounds, but decided to stay in bounds. That way we'll get to that 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, so we'll take it up to the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
And we'll take a break, step aside. Bulldogs trying to close this one out and improve to 4-2 in district play. We'll come back for the conclusion right after this. High schoolers and middle schoolers are invited to McAllen ISD's College Night on Monday, November 3rd. Parents also welcome. About 100 institutions plus branches of the armed forces will have booths on hand for you to visit, ask questions, and help you build your future. Health vaccines are available too. McAllen ISD College Night, Monday, November 3rd, 6 to 8 p.m. at McAllen High School Gym. All right, Mackay with the football, 1st and 10. We'll see who these teams play next. They've each got their regular season finales coming up next week. Have that for you in a moment as Woltoff's going to hand this off. And Morley, content to keep this ball covered, brings it up to the 41, gain of 3. And the clock will run. Mission not using their timeouts here because they're down 2 scores.
They do have 2 timeouts.
And there we see our next games for Mission. They'll be playing next Thursday. They'll be hosting La Jolla Juarez Lincoln at Tom Landry Stadium. And then on Friday, November 7th, it's Mackay and Nicky Rowe High. Next webcast will be Rowe playing tomorrow night against Memorial. So Rowe finishes with the 2 McAllen sister schools, Memorial tomorrow and Mackay next week.
And I'm going to miss that game tomorrow, Mark.
It's our Halloween special. And here's Morley. Morley across the 45 up to about the 47. Might be just short of the first down. No need to snap it one more time.
Even though I'm missing it, I will try to tune in as much as I can because I will be at my son's wedding tomorrow.
Ah. Tackle on that last play by Eli Torres. Mission elects to call a timeout here. They have 1 remaining, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And we're back. 3rd down and 1. Handoff to Morley. Morley plunges through for 2 yards, picks up the 1st down, and that will do it.
Was there anybody in the stadium that didn't know Morley was going to carry the ball?
And the Bulldogs will win their 3rd straight, and they'll be 6-3 overall, guaranteed a winning season, and 4-2 in the district race. Puts them in 3rd place right now behind McAllen Memorial and Edinburgh Vela. First Row is 3-2. They play tomorrow night. Palmview is 3-2, plays tomorrow. Mission will be 2-4 in the district race and have their 2-game win streak come to a close. And that'll do it there. Final score is going to be 38-23. No score in the 4th quarter, and the Bulldogs win it by 15. Bulldog touchdowns tonight. They had 2 by Cinco Jones on passes from Woltoff, who had the 2 touchdown passes. And then Alvarez, Woltoff, and Morley running in for touchdowns. Morley's an 85-yarder. That was a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Mission touchdowns. Santiago Gonzalez caught a pass, and Eli Alvarado caught a touchdown pass, both from Alejandro Cano, who had 2 touchdown passes and 290 yards throwing. Woltoff, by the way, with 191 yards passing tonight. And then for Mission, there was also a 75-yard fumble return for a score by Sital. Those were the only points Mission got in the second half, as their offense was shut down 14-0 by Mackay in that second half. So that'll do it. Hope you enjoyed it. For Mario Reyna and the rest of our crew tonight, so long from DQ Fan Field, where Mackay wins it 38-23. Good night.